Most lives aren't destroyed by one dramatic mistake. They're quietly shaped or quietly ruined by tiny decisions repeated every day. It's not the single unhealthy meal that damages the body. It's the habit of choosing convenience over care. It's not one angry outburst that ends a relationship. It's the repeated decision to rehearse irritation instead of restraint. It's not one lazy afternoon that steals your future. It's the daily habit of postponing discipline until tomorrow. What feels small today becomes permanent tomorrow. And here's the uncomfortable truth most people don't want to hear. Your life right now is not the result of your biggest moments. It's the compound result of your smallest habits. We overestimate what one big decision can do, and underestimate what one small habit, repeated daily, can shape. That's why people don't usually fail because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity. They fail because their daily habits quietly vote against the life they say they want. Today, we're talking about one habit you can start today, not next month. Not after a reset, not after motivation strikes, but today. A habit small enough to feel almost insignificant, yet powerful enough to reshape your identity over time. There's a book that explains this idea with remarkable clarity. Atomic Habits by James Clear. The core message of the book is simple, but uncomfortable. Lasting change is not built on motivation. It's built on systems, identity, and consistency. Motivation is emotional. It rises and falls. Systems are structural. They shape behavior even when motivation disappears. Most people don't fail because they don't want success badly enough. They fail because their systems are perfectly designed to produce the results they're currently getting. Or put another way, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. That's why setting goals alone rarely changes anything. Goals tell you where you want to go. Systems decide whether you ever get there. Here's the part many people miss. Small habits don't feel powerful in the moment. That's why they're easy to dismiss. Reading 2 pages a day feels useless. Saving a small amount feels insignificant. Writing 1 paragraph feels pointless. But habits compound the same way interest compounds, quietly, slowly, and then suddenly. If you improve by just 1% each day, you don't notice much at first. But over time, that tiny improvement stacks, and stacks, and stacks. The danger works the same way in reverse. A 1% decline each day doesn't feel like failure. It feels harmless. Until one day, you look up and realize you've drifted far from who you wanted to become. This is why people wake up years later confused about how they got here. They didn't fall off a cliff. They drifted one small habit at a time. One of the most powerful ideas in Atomic Habits is this. Every habit is a vote for the type of person you believe you are. You don't become confident by declaring confidence. You become confident by repeatedly doing small things that confirm, I am someone who keeps promises to myself. You don't become disciplined by motivation. You become disciplined by showing up when it's inconvenient. Identity doesn't change through declarations. It changes through evidence. When you exercise even briefly, you cast a vote for being a healthy person. When you read even a page, you cast a vote for being a learner. When you choose restraint, you cast a vote for being emotionally mature. No single vote decides the election, but the pattern of votes does. That's why the question isn't, What goal do I want? It's who do I want to become? And then, what habit would a person like that perform today? Think about someone who says, I want to be financially free, but their daily habit is impulse spending and avoiding their bank app. Or someone who says, I want peace, but their daily habit is consuming outrage, gossip, and negativity. Or someone who says, I want growth, but their daily habit is comfort, distraction, and delay. The habits are voting louder than the desires. And the most dangerous habits are not the dramatic ones. They're the invisible ones that feel normal. So here it is. One habit you can start today. Make one small promise to yourself and keep it. That's it. Not a huge resolution. Not a 30-day transformation. Not a lifestyle overhaul. One small promise. So small, it feels almost laughable. It could be reading one page, doing one push-up, writing one sentence, praying for 1 minute, saving a small amount of, cleaning one surface, planning tomorrow for 2 minutes. The size doesn't matter. The consistency does. Why? Because the real habit you're building isn't reading, exercising, or saving. The real habit is self-trust. Most people don't struggle with discipline. They struggle with keeping promises to themselves. Each time you break a promise, even a small one, you quietly reinforce the belief, I can't rely on myself. Each time you keep a promise, even a tiny one, you reinforce the belief, I am someone who follows through. That identity shift changes everything. This works because it attacks the root problem, not behavior, but identity. You're not trying to become perfect. You're proving, repeatedly, that you are reliable. And once self-trust is rebuilt, bigger habits become possible. Small habits are not weak. They're strategic. They bypass resistance. They lower friction. They build momentum. Success doesn't come from intensity. It comes from continuity. Motivation will fail you. That's not pessimism, it's biology. But systems carry you when motivation disappears. If the habit is easy to start, hard to avoid, and tied to identity, it sticks. Don't ask, how do I stay motivated? Ask, how do I make this automatic? That's how lives are rebuilt, quietly, daily, without drama. Here's the question I want you to sit with. What is one small habit you could keep every day that would prove to yourself that you are becoming the person you want to be? Not the habit that looks impressive, the habit you will actually keep. If this message helped you see habits differently, like the video so it reaches someone who needs it today. Share it with a friend who feels stuck or discouraged. And subscribe to 1% Better Daily for simple ideas that create real growth. You don't need a new year. You don't need a breakthrough moment. You don't need more motivation. You need one small habit done consistently. That's how futures are built. That's how identities are rewritten. That's how growth becomes inevitable. Start today. Start small. And don't stop. Like this video, share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe to the channel. This is 1% Better Daily. Read less. Apply more. Grow daily.